Here's how Jake Collins is able to afford his second house hack in this economy.
Here's how I'm able to live in this 4-bedroom house for only $400 a month.
So we're gonna go through Jake's whole house hack tour, but make sure you remember to like, follow, and subscribe. And I'm a licensed broker here in Colorado. Make sure you hit me up, 720-704-3522. That being said, let's go back to Jake and introducing this house.
Super excited about this one. We just got this house yesterday and I'm gonna show you it before anybody else. Let's go check it out. So here it is. This is our place on Newland Street. We're super excited about this location for a house hack. It's a great family-friendly neighborhood for us to live in, but also super central to Denver, Boulder, the mountains. Great overall location, got a golf course nearby, lots of amenities, and we're very excited about it and to be here. One of the things about moving into a place that, was somebody's home is they tend to leave a lot of interesting stuff behind for us. So it gives a little bit of character, but also probably some stuff we're gonna throw away and replace with some stuff that's a little bit more us. So I guess the nice part of house hacking, make it something you like, something guests like, whatever it is, but get to customize it for a whole year while we live here. So we just came in the front entrance. This is the main living room. This is where we'll come into the house every day. And you'll see kind of how we separate that off from the separate unit. But this is very much exactly how we got the property. We just got the property yesterday. We didn't get the keys till 10 p.m. That was a whole other thing, but we've now got the house. Nothing we can't handle and everything, thankfully, that we were expecting. So we're excited to kind of really turn this into a very cool, livable space for us. We'll take you over to the kitchen now. So very nice kitchen, good granite countertops, really nice appliances. Happy to get everything in the condition it's in. Probably need to do a little bit of cleanup, get an initial deep cleaning before we move in, just to start from scratch a little bit and have a clean house to start furnishing. But yeah, nothing too big planned within the kitchen, just little bits of touch up. Maybe we'll look at changing out the backsplash, modernizing, but we're planning to basically take it as is and live here with pretty much everything in this exact way. All right, so we'll take you into the addition area. We have this nice little screen porch addition here. You're not gonna be able to tell via YouTube, but Ian can probably tell you it's quite cold out here. That is because it is not fully insulated yet, so we have a window that needs to be replaced. It snuck past inspection as a plastic piece of sheet here that we just noticed, but we'll get that window pane fixed out. And then this is actually gonna be a really cool dining room area. So you might have noticed through the house, there's not a huge space for entertaining a large group. As we get to having an Airbnb with 10 plus people, this is gonna be a really awesome space to have everybody get together and eat dinner. And we will have to budget for putting in like a split AC system with some heat, since it is separate from the current HVAC system. But that's something we were kind of planning on doing, really seeing the potential of a room that has, surrounded by windows, gonna be really great at sunset, sunrise, breakfast, before you go out on a hike or something like that. So very excited for this room. So we'll go ahead and head upstairs. So something interesting we've never dealt with, which is a Denver thing, is the swamp cooler edition upstairs. It's actually mounted on the roof and it's in place of an air conditioning unit. This house has whole house forced heat, but it does not have AC. So this is our master bedroom. This is where Paget and I will be staying. Upstairs is actually a 3-bed, 1-bath. Then you go down the stairs to the living room, down the stairs into the family room. So we're not right above other bedrooms, which is great. So around nighttime, the guests that we're trying to attract are, going to bed early, not really staying up all night. We'll have, a good situation on where these bedrooms are located above them. So we're gonna try to kind of figure out the design as we go and start furnishing it a little bit slower. So since we actually have a full year to live here, we can be a little bit more picky about how we furnish the upstairs portion. So we have that time to kind of watch out. We like to check out Facebook Marketplace We're really looking for good quality stuff that's being sold at a discount. We're not looking to find the cheapest thing and put it on there. And a benefit of house hacking over an Airbnb, if that you plan to move out of, you can do it slowly, you can do it over time. You can find those really cool pieces that are on sale. Got to be very cautious, in my opinion, of IKEA, because you look at a ton of Airbnbs around, you might see exactly the same pieces of furniture that you're looking to use. In my opinion, you want to be a little bit more unique with your styling and everything like that. So I think Wayfair is a good middle ground where it's still affordable, but a little bit more unique. And then of course, the Facebook Marketplace route to supplement, I think is a great way to go. As you can see, this house is very lived in. It's definitely been customized a number of times. And by that, I mean, none of the paint matches, there's nails everywhere, stuff like that. All minor stuff, but stuff we gotta get done as we move in. This is our second bedroom. The floors all through the house are in really, really great shape. No creaks, all good, nice hardwood that matches together. So that's been something that I think will be a really, really nice positive. Third bedroom, all pretty good sized bedrooms. We wanted to make sure we could fit a queen in every single bedroom. This one will be a little bit tighter, but we should be able to fit a queen in here. Again, got the nice floors, need to touch up the paint, maybe some of the hardware, but all very cosmetic stuff. Nothing that we really need to pull a bunch of new electrical or things like that in these rooms. So we're excited to kind of be able to just basically move in. And the last thing we have on this floor is a bathroom. So it's 3 beds and 1 bath on this top floor. Nice bathroom. Not really anything we need to do other than some paint, maybe some cosmetic tile upgrade down the road. But for us, move-in ready, and we're happy with kind of where it's at right now. So we'll move down into where the Airbnb guests will be staying while we live here. So this area right here is where we will ultimately wall off and put a door. So this, we're going to make sure that we put a lot of soundproofing material into the framing, and then a really nice solid door with some additional soundproofing on the other side, just to make sure there's no noise transfer issues as our guests are enjoying themselves and we're living our lives. One of the hardest things about house hacking when you're not in a duplex is having a kitchen for your guests. For us, what we're really excited about this house is that it actually came with this full wet bar. So for us, if you were going to live and house hack with long-term tenants, you really need to have a full kitchen with a stove, a fridge, everything like that. We found in our experience for an Airbnb, you can get away with a little bit less. So we have a full wet bar, sink. We're gonna bring in a coffee machine, a hot plate, and a toaster oven. And really the hot plate toaster oven combo is enough for people who are spending a couple days. If we only have a group of 2 to 4 people, it's more than enough. And then the nice part is when we convert this to a full house rental, then we don't have 2 full kitchens. We'll go back to the kitchen wet bar setup. But we're really excited to have this already in the house ready to go, because this can quickly become expensive, especially if you have to route new plumbing and things like that. So glad to have it out of the way. All right, so moving down to the lowest level, that makes 4 now, which makes where we live in the penthouse, but we're moving down here and we'll start in the bedroom right here. So this will be our key bedroom for our Airbnb guests. This one's already ready to go. We just need to get an egress window in for safety and everything like that. Another thing about house hacking via short-term rental, some people will see, okay, you've got laundry down here in the lower unit. We have to put laundry in upstairs. For our strategy, where we're planning to continue to move after a year or more, we've gotten away with just having the one set. For our short-term rentals, Tuesday through Thursday, really Tuesday and Wednesday usually aren't booked. So we can come down here on Tuesday and Wednesday, we'll have that door set up, and we can do our laundry. We make Tuesday, Wednesday laundry days, and that saves us anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000 to just get the fittings for the new washer dryer, which is only gonna get used for a year. So we get away with that, and even when we can't use the unit, I get to use wash, fold, dry service, which is my favorite thing in the entire world. So it works out for everybody. All right, so we've got also a bathroom down here, full bath. So you can see here, pretty basic setup, but a really actually very nice full shower. It's completely tiled on the inside, very large, nice shower head. It'll be a really great amenity for our Airbnb guests. This utility room we're planning to also turn into a bedroom with an egress window. One of the things we like to do when we go into house hacks is look for areas where we can quickly add bedroom count or square footage. As you can see, this isn't a bedroom now. We plan to convert it into one, not only to up our Airbnb income while we live here and when we move out, but if things were to go south, things aren't booking up as much as we expected, we can add a 5th bedroom, which will add value to the home, gives us more options if we need to sell, or if we just want to switch to a long-term rental strategy and do rent by the room, it gives us a 5th bedroom to then rent out as well. Separate entrance is by far the biggest thing to look for when you're looking at a house hack for either an Airbnb or not. It's the first thing that we rule out, and we rule out a lot of houses that don't have separate entrances. So in this case, the separate entrance is actually going to be through the garage. We've talked about potentially walling off a little bit here. We've got a nice 2-car garage out here so a lot of storage space. But they're actually going to come in through this back door. They also have access to some of our other exterior facilities that we plan to allow the Airbnb guests to use. So stepping out here, you can see we actually have this kind of cool covered patio. We have a lot of ideas for this room. You can see our previous tenant left us some ideas with good vibes and dream. Do we want to theme our Airbnb, things like that. This can either be a really cool room for like an arcade, like pool table, things like that. Or we could go, we've talked about going maybe like a wellness route, putting in a little home gym here, some yoga mats, some stationary bikes, things like that. We really just like the potential of this room to be a nice little addition for both us to use while we're here, but also this could be a really great hangout space for a large group of guests. Now we can reveal the big surprise. So when we come down this little stairway here, under our addition above the dining room, we have a sauna, a full sauna space. So it comes with a shower and it comes with a sink. One thing that we actually thought about, which will be nice going forward, we could convert this into a 3rd bathroom. Water's already out here. All we need to do, insulate, bring in the heat and air conditioning, and turn this into a little bathroom area. But then within here is the actual sauna itself. So we think that this sauna, especially with the wellness theme or something along those lines, could be really attractive amenity that helps us stand out. And I think it's going to be a really awesome space for any potential guests we have. Lastly, we have the backyard. We have a really cool patio space here. Needs a little bit of touch-up concrete work, but a huge place to entertain. We're going to get a patio out here. We've actually got this nice rubber sort of matting over here, which at first I was like, okay, I don't really know what that is. But thinking about it a little bit later, great setup for cornhole, bocce, games like that. Photograph really well. You can put out some patio furniture there if you want to. So some really good possibilities here in the backyard. One other thing I'll point out here is the shed. So the storage space in the shed is going to be great. But as we talked about earlier, one of the huge benefits of this, for the next year or so while we're living here, we see something awesome on Facebook Marketplace that's cheap, high quality, got somewhere to store it, and we can start collecting that stuff. Rather than having to do it over a month, we can even start collecting for this house and the new house at the same time. So very excited for the shed. Let's talk about the numbers. So on this house, the purchase price we closed at was $536,000 with $20,000 worth of seller concessions. Interest rate we got was 5.625, which we then bought a 2-1 buy down, which buys down our interest rate 2% in the first year and 1% in the second year. So in the first year, it'll be 3.625, 4.625, and then 5.65 going onward. We did that for 2 reasons. We thought we were hopeful that the interest rates will come down in the future and we can refinance at a lower rate. But we also were taking into account that since we plan to live here for 1 year, we can get a lower payment while we're living here and we have less available to actually rent out. And then when we rent out, we can take the higher payment a little bit easier because we're gonna have higher cash flow with a full house rental. All right, so our payment in the first year is gonna end up being right around $3,100 a month. We're gonna be counteracting that with our 2-bed, 1-bath rental, which is the same setup we have in our current house, and we can expect to make about $2,500 a month on average, with the highest month seeing upwards of $3,200, $3,300 a month. Next year, that'll go up to, our payment will go up to about $3,500 and then $3,800 at the end. And we're expecting a full house rental in Arvada to make somewhere between $5,000 and $7,000 a month. So even in our low case scenario, we're still cash flowing good money, and in our best case, we're doing awesome and cash flowing as much as $3,000 a month. So Arvada, we've lived here, we understand the laws. They do have some short-term rental laws that we have to be aware of. One of them is a limit on occupancy. You can only have it occupied for 66% of the year. So that has not been a problem for us at all. Actually, in our case, that is pretty much from our market research. That's kind of the perfect amount of occupancy, which maximizes us charging the right amount of money while also having a little bit lower occupancy, less wear and tear on the property. But when you book 3-day, 4-day weekends as your kind of bread and butter, it kind of seems to work itself out and end up right around that 66%. Yeah, so to check out our properties and the result of kind of all of our strategies, you can head over to Stardrop Properties, either stardropproperties.com or @StardropProperties on Instagram. Follow along, see our progress, see our new houses, and maybe take some design tips for yourself. Thanks so much for listening and hanging out today. I hope some of this was helpful. Make sure you like and subscribe. As much as I like to think I know about house hacks, Ian definitely knows a lot more than I do, so make sure you follow @Ian.realestateagent as well. And yeah, thanks for coming out, and hope to show you a next one in about a year.